Hi everyone, my name's Rachel and I'm part of the Better Skills group. We're a group of 5 students. There's myself, Marcia, Kim, Anne and Julie, and we were working as carers in the aged care sector and were offered a scholarship each to become enrolled nurses. The course was part-time over 3 years and we were to all remain working within the aged care sector for the duration of that course. So we're all pretty happy to be finally finished. We actually started out as a group of 7 students, but we unfortunately lost 2 of them. And while we're all here, I might as well tell you why. Dan, he was a lovely guy and he innocently volunteered to be a patient when Kim wanted to practice her intramuscular injections. Well, after the events that followed, the nursing board quickly withdrew blindfolded technique off the syllabus. Last we heard, Dan slowly regaining the use in his left leg. Still got the limp. And Marcia didn't realise that simulate means not really doing it, and actually gave the other student a suppository. Funnily enough, we didn't see or hear from Amanda again, but as the dutiful nurse, Marcia did write down bowels opening her notes. But it hasn't all been fun and games over the past 3 years. We've had our fair share of dummy spits. I can't do this. And seriously wondering if joining a polygamous cult in Utah might be less demanding. I think I can speak for all students to say that one of the most nerve-wracking times of the course was the first day of practical placement. Now, practical placement is when nursing students practice the theory they've learnt in class on real-life human beings with real-life illnesses in a real-life hospital. Now, we've dealt with things like excessive urination, loose bowels, sweating, difficulty breathing, and that was just us before we even got to the hospital.
I love that we're just in trouble
On the day procedure unit. So I arrived bright, early and breathless, dressed in my crisp watermelon-coloured scrubs, 1,000 pens in my pocket, and a stethoscope I had to keep reminding myself how to use properly. One day on the day procedure unit, I was watching a procedure be performed, and I was taking the whole event very seriously. I was watching and listening intently. The surgeon was finishing up the procedure and enthusiastically announced, "Now it's time for the slice." My mind conjured up images of scalpels and incisions and sutures, and I whispered to my nurse buddy, "Where is he going to make the slice?" Well, she laughed loudly and declared to everyone, "He means morning tea." So seriously after that. So over the course of the course, we've struggled with those delightful nursing calculation maths tests with no calculator. The research classes, where an exasperated Jodie Smith was wondering why we were so scared of her. Well, the previous classes had told us that the research unit was the hardest subject in the course. It wasn't. Anatomy and physiology was. But our wonderful lecturer, Kerry, helped us every step of the way. And of course, I can't forget Karen's painstakingly explaining to us how to reference correctly. Now, we did notice the splashes of gin and tonic on the last pages of our assignments. Speaking of our lecturers, what an amazing group of people they are. Jodie Watkins, she's our MC tonight. She's also the coordinator of the EN course, a nurse and a lecturer herself. She also has an amazing ability to answer all emails within 3.5 minutes of sending them. I often wondered if she was actually half woman, half iPad. But Jodie, you've been incredibly supportive and approachable throughout this course. You are such a caring, thoughtful and inspiring person. And speaking on behalf of the rest of our class, you've reminded us of why we're here and where we want to go. So thank you. Karen, my clearest fondest memory of you is when you walked onto the ward as a clinical instructor wearing those red and black scrubs. I thought a ninja had suddenly appeared. But you are the glue that holds everything together. You are no nonsense, so knowledgeable and professional, and you always keep it real. You also give your utmost to help us, each of us, to achieve our goals. So thank you. And Catherine Atwell, you're an absolute honey. Thank you for your kind nature. You really showed us the caring and empathic side of nursing. You were so lovely and approachable and shared with us stories that really put us in the moment. And you were so patient when we fumbled through our nursing calculation maths test. So thank you for everything. We would also like to thank Julie Owen, Ruth McLean, Jodie Smith, Kerry Goodsell, Paula Fernandez, Marsha Ashwell, Claire Goodall, Julie Tompkins and Ginny Terrian. We would also like to thank our family and friends for their wonderful support and encouragement over the past 3 years. I would personally like to thank my mum for teaching me long division in just 3 hours and politely ignoring all the profanities pouring out of my mouth until I reached that eureka moment. So thanks, Mum. I'd also like to give a quick shout out to my classmates. We've got Kim friggin' hell Whiteman. Friggin' hell. Has been accepted as a postgraduate nurse at St John of God in Murdoch and starts in September. So I just want to say, Kim, you are such a fun, passionate and caring person. You will achieve so much in your career and we wish you the absolute best.
Thank you. Hooray!
Friggin' is not technically a swear word, but it does sound like one under your breath.
I know.
Marcia, you are the kindest, caring and easygoing person alive. Nothing is too much for you and you are such an asset as a nurse. You were always happy to be our patient and endured everything from eye patches to stoma dressings. Your skills and knowledge will benefit any speciality of your course, and I know that palliative care is one of them, so good luck. And you are so approachable, sweet and discerning. You're intent on doing the right thing for your patient. You always follow things through. People are Julia. I felt honoured to share this journey with you, and we all hope you have a brilliant nursing career. And Julie, you are such a joy to be around. You can always see the bright side of situations. I know there's been difficulties with the language barrier, but your perseverance and humour has shone through. I will never forget your stop sign bent at the handover. We want to wish you all the absolute best. And thank you, every single one of you, for coming to support your friends and loved ones on this very special evening. Now we're all minimum wage nurses, we'll set up a donation box. So, please.